Brace to power. Turbines to speed.
Here, ready to move off.
I have spoken these things to you that you may not be stumbled. Men will expel you from the synagogue. In fact, the hour is coming when everyone that kills you or disfellowships you will imagine he has rendered a sacred service to God. But they will do these things because they have not come to know either the Father or me. Nevertheless, I have spoken these things to you that when the hour for them arrives, aka when they disfellowship you, when that hour comes to disfellowship you, you may remember I told them to you. Did you tally up how many we have this time? My goodness. This is going to take a little bit of time, so just be patient.
At least we have the music to listen to.
Hold on, there's more. We're still going at it, folks. Honestly, we're still going at it.
Phew, that was a lot.
One more.
My goodness.
Okay, what an honor and a privilege.
This list is so large that I had to get legal pad.
Okay, we're going to start with a family of nine. Here we go.
Okay.
Right here, starting right here.
Monica, her 6 kids, a niece and a grandson.
My goodness.
So we not only Monica, we have Mason, Joe, Haley, Noah, Ari, Pris, Nehemiah, and Lynn.
Wow.
Then we have another family of 6.
All right here in gray.
This is Gabriella, Lisa, Simon, Benjamin, Marlon, and Logan. And then we have 5 singles, which is Jimmy, Crystal, Elizabeth, Rosie, and Bo. Now, wow. Bo has his own YouTube channel now. It's Bo Smith on YouTube. And we watched his, where he's talking to elders that have come in his house.
Yeah.
And Bo has also written a great poem. And he likes Mikey, so welcome everyone to your freedom. My goodness.
Coffin lid is fast filling up, and the food supply watchtower is getting cut off because we have something else.
Yeah.
We have an old timer first, right?
Yeah, an old timer, Angie.
That's for you, Angie.
Who's been out for a while.
Welcome to your freedom.
Yeah. Now we also have another story. Now, unfortunately, because this family was never Jehovah's Witnesses technically, we couldn't put them as regular nails in the coffin, but we did want to give them a special shout out and mention and talk about their story.
Because it's absolutely encouraging when you realize that those people that are studying the Bible with Jehovah's Witnesses are now able to readily see through their nonsense because of the work that everybody's doing on YouTube.
Yes.
It's great to have the old literature to show where Watchtower has changed policies, where they've contradicted their own theologies, and everything like this. And these people like these, can readily see through the nonsense, the rhetoric, and this is absolutely fantastic. So without any further ado, let's
Well, I was going to mention their email, and it's a shame that we cannot pound their nails in the coffin lid because it would be 15. It would have been 15. So this is for Greg and Rebecca. Hi guys.
welcome to your freedom also, because we know that the indoctrination would have caught on eventually.
Yeah. And I mean, it gets some of the smartest people in the world.
Well,
you know.
that's how devious cults are, because they make it appear that it's absolutely real and it's not.
Yeah. So this is an email from Greg and Rebecca. It says, we've been watching your videos for several months now, and then off and on over the course of several years, we have been studying with a JW couple. The husband is a local elder. We have quit our Bible study for good and want you to know. We have 13 children, and I'm not going to say where they live, but they live in Canada. So blessings to you both. Well, blessings to you and your family. And so happy that you didn't get sucked in, and your kids can all grow up now with normal lives, celebrate birthdays, go to college if they want.
Yeah.
And
so the question to Jehovah's Witnesses becomes this: how come the world can see what you can't see?
Yeah.
When we can sit here in front of this camera and show how Watchtower has manipulated and manufactured lies, how come others can see it and you refuse? Because you're still captivated with fear, false evidence appearing real. And this is exactly what Watchtower does whenever they do a ... in ellipsis. They are now making false evidence to appear real, and that's the fear they captivate you with.
yeah. And I mean, isn't that exactly, we have this right in our own family. My own mother, who's seen all of, the stuff that I was showing her, agreed with her, still had some of the apostate literature from when my brother had given it to her, back in like 2003, 2004 sometime. She still has that and has read it and tells me, I can see it, what does it mean? But yet says, but I will stay in and use the name Jehovah, because what if they're right?
Well, but see, that's what Christ was saying. That's where they do not comprehend Scripture. Jesus tells his disciples, men will expel you from the synagogue, from the kingdom hall. Might as well be, because you all say you have the truth. You are the only true religion on this earth. God's Holy Spirit is directing you. Yeah. So if you leave the organization, you leave God. But Jesus said, men will expel you from the kingdom halls, from the church, from the synagogue. In fact, the hour is coming when everyone that kills you or expels you,
or spiritually kills you.
Well, that's what I was just going to say, because when you're disfellowshipped, you're being spiritually killed. Face the fact, Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah. Or like in their illustration in front of the broadcast, they're taking you and throwing you in Jehovah's garbage can.
Exactly. But see, that everyone that kills you will imagine. Imagine is a terminology we use that's not reality. See? It's not reality. That's why children have imaginations. Different things. They imagine when they're having a tea party with their dad that this is real, but it's imaginary, but it's part of the growing process of the child. But when you become an adult, these type of imaginations should not exist, especially when you're in a spiritual setting, when you have this relationship with God. It says they imagine he has rendered a sacred service to God. In other words, Jesus is saying is when they throw you out of the congregations, they're not throwing you away from God. They are only imagining it. It's not real. And that's the biggest thing that Watchtower uses to keep all of these, it don't work no more, is it? Because we're seeing photographs of kingdom halls that are less than half empty now.
Yep,
and
exactly.
This right here is showing, Watchtower, that your imaginations don't work, because you make these Jehovah's Witnesses imagine that if they leave the organization, they're leaving God. But that's all it is. It's just imaginary. It's not real.
Yes. So thank you everyone so much for your messages and emails and comments.
Welcome to your freedom.
And yes, I'm running behind again, so I apologize.
Yeah,
so
please
if
be
we've
patient.
missed anyone, just contact us through our website or Facebook. We do have an open group on Facebook now, so you don't even, have to join it or anything. Just go to the Watchtower Coffin Lid on Facebook and just put your name and just tag us in it so that we will get your names, because I try to go through all the emails every week just looking for Nails and Coffin in the subject line, so if we've missed anybody or, we apologize and we're sorry it's taken us so long to get another Nails and Coffin. Just so much work
busy,
to do,
yes.
too much work to do. And with him working full time and me stuck with everything and editing videos, and it just...
Yes, and this guy right here is just
He's
as
no
busy
help.
of ever. I know.
He just goes out and, collects his names, and, I'm the one that has to answer emails and stuff.
I know. But thank you, everyone. Welcome, absolutely welcome to your freedom. If it's one thing that we all do have in common is that we're all cult survivors. And as far as I'm concerned, this is one of the most devastating cults on this earth to this day. I mean, at least when it comes to a cult like ISIS, it's readily identifiable what their goal is, what their intent is. But when it comes to the cult that identifies itself as the Watchtower Bible Tract Society and or Jehovah's Witnesses, this is really insidious because you don't realize you're being captured and drawn into a cult that is so devastating to the human family on this earth today.
Exactly.
I can't preach that enough. It is wicked, it's vile, and it's very, very devastating to your family and also to your own mental health.
Well, I think any cult that calls itself a religion and excommunicates or disfellowships or shuns is despicable, because that just goes against everything that we know inside as humans.
Well, it goes against just the very concept of love. Our love. Yeah, I can't think of the word. That train left again, guys.
Toot toot.
Yeah, your own common sense. There we go.
Yes.
It goes against your common sense. How can an organization passing itself off as a religion, pretending that it's following the teachings of Jesus Christ, and then turns right around and imagines they're doing God a sacred service by kicking you out of their religion?
Yeah.
It goes against the very, very concept of, there it goes again.
Toot
Toot toot. So anyhow, I'm going to drink some more tea and see if I can't keep that train parked at the station for a while.
Yeah, get some caffeine in you. It's been a busy week. So we've got some videos we're going to be working on this weekend.
Common sense. Yeah, I got it again. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing with everybody.
Wow. So we've got a lot of videos we're going to be working on this weekend. So we haven't scheduled any Skypes for this weekend because we're getting a little behind on videos and wanted to get some of these emails answered, and several people wanting to talk to us on the phone and Skype. So we'll get to you as soon as we can. We apologize. Just have a long list. So, we're not ignoring any of you. And, I felt so bad that several on YouTube are like, I've been trying to get a hold of you guys. And it's like, sorry about that. And YouTube, sometimes I can get my messages, sometimes I cannot. Yesterday, I was actually able to open it and answer some messages. So just go to our website, watchtower.exposed, and click on contact and send us a message through that, or Facebook. Kimmy M. Brooks on Facebook. So,
all right, let's bid everybody adieu.
Thank you,
Thanks
everybody,
for watching,
for
and
watching.
We'll see you next time around.
Yes, you all have a great day.
Bye.